Welcome, Divine. Welcome to Golden Mission 144, where we seek the divine route to life. You guys can go over to my additional channel. What's airing there right now is 4 ways that feminine energy entraps into codependent karmic relationships, and 3 ways that masculine energy entraps into codependent karmic relationships. If you need any additional support on navigating this twin flame journey, below in the description you will find all the support that you need to have success. We are going to look into the masculine and feminine energy today. We have both of them on the table, okay? Both are on the table. Right now we're starting in this pocket with the masculine energy, then we'll go here with the feminine energy, and then we also have some goodies in between. Starting out with the masculine energy, the masculine energy is starting out in High Priestess. Now, all 4 of these cards came out at the exact same time. So I said, okay, I'm going to take it and see what the message is that I'm being told. Because they come out together, that means there's a jointed story with this. So starting out with the High Priestess is that it can be titled as a secret being revealed with the High Priestess, but in actuality, the High Priestess, not only is it symbolized secret, but it really is stating that which has not happened. Which is why the Divine Feminine is identified as the High Priestess often whenever we're communicating about the day. Because the Divine Feminine is the leading edge. The Divine Feminine does a new thing. So there are going to be characteristics and things about the Divine Feminine that is new. Can't be seen anywhere else. How the Divine Feminine deals with things, how the Divine Feminine overcomes things, how the Divine Feminine moves in her energy. Why? Because the Divine Feminine has had life experiences that have allowed the Divine Feminine to align with every queen in the deck. The Divine Feminine can align with the Queen of Swords when she needs to set her boundaries, say what she needs to say, cut through lies, use her discernment, do what she needs to do. The Divine Feminine also knows how to go and be in the Queen of Wands, which is using her intuition, using her spiritual gifts, seeing straight through everything like the light of the flame, and having the power and action to make things happen. You know, also the Divine Feminine can be the Queen of Pentacles, which is being able to make a living for herself and create a lifestyle of wellness and health for herself, of abundance. Not only that, the Divine Feminine is also able to be the Queen of Cups, which is the master of her emotion center, knowing when to speak from her emotion center, not having all those blocks blocking it up from those experiences, being able to divinely connect to that intuitive spacing. The High Priestess is able to embody any queen at any given time. The High Priestess is able to be in the present moment and then utilize whichever queen is necessary for the present moment, not judging self and knowing exactly self and when to use what queen in life. That is the balanced power of the Divine Feminine, living in that divineness. So for the High Priestess to show up at the beginning of the Divine Masculine energy identification of this reading, because we're starting out looking into that energy first, and we're putting them together because we are in a union period, so the energies are really just mirroring, but they still have different situations going on. So starting out that way, that's letting us know that, okay, something is being revealed to the Divine Masculine energy, but it's also significant to the High Priestess symbolism. So when we come right here, this is your 6 of Cups, but the 6 of Cups comes out in reverse. So with the 6 of Cups coming out in reverse, this is not only is this a renewal card, but this is also that thing that was a future thing is happening now. That thing that was a future thing is happening now when you have the Six of Cups in reverse. So it's like, okay, the revealing of the what hasn't happened, the secret, the what hasn't taken place, the new thing is. And when we say that what was in the placement of the future is happening now, this means that you guys knew about it. So it's almost something that you've been told or that you knew would happen. It's just that you were awaiting it to happen. And we're currently in the placement where that future thing that you were awaiting to happen is happening now, that I have in the masculine energy, which is pretty cool here coming out. So all of these are together, but okay, so it's like, well, where in the world does the Five of Swords come into this? Okay, so the Five of Swords, you see here, the Five of Swords is kind of looking back, and you can see the slumping of this individual here. And what I'm getting is that it's a looking back, knowing that they have the advantage. That person has put down their swords in the back, and this person is holding all of the swords. So it's like they have the advantage, they have the power, they have the defeat ability here. So whatever it was that the new thing that the masculine energy wanted to do, that there wasn't a placement for it in your life, that it was that secret, and you know, just it wasn't okay for you to be you and stand in the placement of what it is that you desired. So I'm getting that there was a separate life for it. And you can see with that B and J, because we have that dark and then we have that light here with the High Priestess. So what came out is that the masculine energy would live that double placement here, which is what it is that I really desire, who I really am, what I really want according to this, versus how I really am living according to this. That secret placing, that revealing is happening now. And I'm getting the reason it's happening now, because this comes out, then the Two of Pentacles comes out. The reason this is happening now is because the divine masculine energy is realizing that they have the advantage over the life that they were having to juggle. They have the advantage. They didn't know they had the advantage. Almost like the people that are behind and they have dropped the swords and there's been a defeat. The reason the swords are even out here on the ground is because the masculine energy really went prepared for a fight. They went prepared for a fight, prepared for a struggle, but it's like, no, they have the advantage. These people aren't on their level. The masculine energy actually thought, because when we have the Two of Pentacles, it's like the trouble. So it's like that double trouble, double trouble. It's what is agitating, what is in the way, what is that trouble, that juggle, that I can't get balance here. The divine, the masculine that I have that we're talking about here actually thought that the trouble that they have was bigger than what it really is. They're starting to recognize that the people that were in their way really aren't in their way. That the people that they thought were in their way, that they actually have the advantage over those people and the situation. That they have the power. They have the commanding there. They're starting to see the truth of those individuals. So not only is the secret coming out about them, the secret is coming out about them. So it's like what it is that they desired to happen in the future, because they thought, it's almost like they miscalculated time. They thought that it was going to take a lot. And they thought that it was going to be like a gruesome, serious, long drawn out fight to get out of whatever that they've been entangled in that created this double life placement of trouble for them. They thought it was going to be so much to get out of it. But what they're recognizing is that what they perceive to be their biggest battle, the giants to their promised land, that they really had no power at all. That they have the advantage. They have the advantage. And the reason why we know that is because we have as the clarifier, stand your ground, material and spiritual prosperity. And you can see, look at that, stand your ground, holding up the world. This is a masculine energy recognizing their actual power when it comes to the whole situation. They did not know that they had the advantage. I'm actually even getting that they thought that these people were better than them. The masculine energy thought that these people were better than them. So in thinking they were better than them, and I heard that music go up, so that was exactly what I was supposed to hit. They thought these people were better than them, so they didn't realize that they were holding the power to hold up the world, that they were the creator of this whole situation, that they had that divinity power, that they actually had the advantage in the situation. Now they're looking over at everything, and they're looking at their material and their spiritual ability. Almost like the masculine energy is like, shoot, I held up the whole world. Why was I thinking that they had the advantage over me? I am the one who has the internal power. Yes, that I got into some trouble and some things happened along the way, and that I really didn't make the best decisions. But throughout that entire process, what I'm getting with the masculine energy is that's how I figured out that I have the freaking power. Look at me. Look at me. And then they're like, look, I have the ability to create all of these things myself, and I see who I am. So they see their co-creative ability with the divine because of their ability to escape the things that they went through in the past. So it's almost like they're seeing that they went through all of that stuff in the past, all of that crap, like the troubled doors that they went down, actually created in them their individual strength. And that individual strength is what they are now using now to see that the people that they thought were better than them, that they actually have a soul maturity above those people. That the masculine energy can handle things that they can't handle. So basically they were like, they looked so strong and powerful on the outside, but in reality, I am the one who holds the balanced strength that can hold up worlds, is what the masculine energy is realizing. It's really another version of that fool's gold. It's almost like, I thought you were the gold, but you really aren't the gold. I'm the gold when I'm standing beside you. I'm the gold standing beside you. You present like the gold, you sound like the gold, you sing like the gold, but I'm the gold standing beside you. Thank you for showing me that I am the gold standing beside you. So they're no longer looking at themselves as the disadvantage. They're looking at themselves as, shoot, I've been leveled up to where I thought that these people were above my level. So that is cool. Masculine energy. So now let's go really quick and check out the feminine. The feminine only had 2 cards to come out, you guys. And the feminine energy came out, and the feminine energy said, look, Judgment card and the Magician. So I said, well, what do you have going on, feminine, that you only have a 2-card major that you want to put out there and say, this is what's happening with you? So you are really in that judgment where you are looking back with compassion for yourself. Compassion for yourself, similar mirroring to the masculine energy. Compassion for yourself for everything that you have overcome on your journey. You are recognizing that everything that you overcome on your journey, that you like still in that place of like, dang. But not only that, you have so much compassion for yourself because you realize that everybody and anybody cannot be you. They cannot walk in your shoes because you didn't even realize you was walking around doing all of that. Almost like, oh my God, if I knew, I would not have. And that is all why there is a divine revealing, okay? And a divine timing, which means that in the past, you could not handle the soul experiences that you signed up for to experience for your soul growth. You could not handle being tapped in and knowing that that's what you were going to do prior. Otherwise, you wouldn't have done it. So you have compassion for yourself for the experiences that you've had. And you're also in this place of the magician, because it goes, I manifest perfectly what I desire. The reason the feminine energy knows that they can manifest perfectly what they desire is because they are now looking over all of the experiences that they had and how they got out of them, how they lived, how they recreated, how they rebuilt, how they made a way out of no way. They're recognizing, oh my God, that was manifestation. Yeah, that was manifestation. I'm really good at it. Yeah, you are really good at it. So that's what makes me divine. Yeah, you don't really have to try to do the law of attraction or study the law of attraction or do any type of rituals. You, my dear, are the law of attraction, which means that you had life experiences. Because of survival, you had to manifest your way out of it. You had to find the light out of it, and then you had to create that pocket and leap, do a quantum leap to the new experience. And that's what leads you to hearing this reading on this channel today. You leaped out of it, you manifested your way out of it, which makes you a natural manifester. You're birthed into this. And it's, can you be considered? It is, many are chosen but few are called, because this is an experience where you go through experiences. It's experiences. Kind of, I'm getting that Abraham again. It's words don't teach. Experiences do. And that's what the divine feminine energy has recognized, that the divine feminine's energy has went through a teaching. And all of the experiences that they have had have taught them to be master manifestors effortlessly. Because they keenly know how to align to the polarity. They keenly know how to align to the polarity, because they began doing that many, 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 many years ago. Many of you at very young ages, you've been manifesting. You've been manifesting because you had to manifest yourself out of crap. You had to manifest yourself out of crap. You had to manifest yourself out of crap. You had to rebuild over and over. So you had to create over and over. So imagine being in a lab and you're learning how to build and create something. Each time you build and create it, it falls down. Then you learn how to create it again. Falls down. And they go, I need a steady foundation. I need you to learn how to do this. Falls down. I need you to learn how to do this. I need you to learn how to do this. Falls down. Guess what? You know how to do this. You know how to do this. You now know how to look at what it is in an experience. And see, your clarifier is the Three of Cups, because this is celebration. This is celebration. This is your wedding. This is your union. This is your graduation. This is your birth announcement. This is the need to have more fun. Why? This is your Three of Cups, because you're at the place now where you have learned how to not build mess. You have learned how to build a steady foundation. You have learned the process of doing that. So now you know how to avoid the crap. You know what materials you need. You know how it needs to be taken care of. You know how to align to the divine timing. You know what to do with you. So here is the message just coming through for both. That's the overall message coming through. And we look at the Lenormand cards for this. This right here is very interesting, because this is like that troubling relationship, but also look at that journey. So this is that troubling relationship, but that journey over the bridge, okay? And then it goes into key to what? Key to that alignment with others, that lovebirds, that love, that unconditional loving place. What this is telling us, that the divine feminine and divine masculine message that they are receiving from a united place is that this has been a journey to love. That they actually took a journey of darkness and a journey of pain to lead them to the light that was actually the key needed to have love. That the experiences that the divine feminine and the divine masculine have had walking this earth plane has been the keys. It's been the keys to crack open what it is that they needed to learn in order to create for themselves a loving union. See those lovebirds? Without all of those failed relationships, those relationships where you did that embarrassing stuff, those relationships where you were like, I cannot believe this, all of those relationships where you're training and learning how to masterfully create, not create mesh you have to fall out of, and at tower spacing, and because the foundation is not going to last, you are now creating things from a steady place. And it was the journey. It was the journey. It was all necessary. It was the journey that taught you, because you didn't have it. You did not have a blueprint from your parents. You didn't have a blueprint from your community. You didn't have a blueprint from those who took care of you that gave you enough necessary, and then you had all of those painful experiences to show you what love was not. And now you're in a place where you learned how to create from the polarity. So if you know what love is not, then you now know what love is from your journey. And with your manifestation skills, you're in a position to create. Here's a message from the angels and ancestor cards. Stand your ground. Okay? Stand your ground when it comes to the mountains. This is more about process is what I'm getting. That whenever the mountains come your way, learn your divine process. That you stand your ground. You know who you are. You stand above. You are the head and not the tail. You are above. So you stand your ground whenever the mountains come before you, because you know that the mountains before you do not have no power. They don't have any power is what I'm getting. Then when it comes to the arrow that comes out, this isn't what you would think. What I'm getting is the arrow that comes out and it says surround yourself with protective energy, is that you're learning how to fight the mountains. Whenever those things come, you're learning how to function with you. This is your functioning that I'm getting. To surround yourself with the protective energy that you have learned that you need. Okay, and that's your weapon, is whatever it takes for you to be in balance, in peace, and harmony. That is what you do as your weapon. And then it comes with the summer, with that bee flying. And it says, bask in joy and light. Bask in joy and light is what comes in strongly. Okay? Which is very, very beautiful, because all of this is the process. It is telling you how you do you. How you do the person that you are. So it comes. You be still. You stand your ground. You don't fear. You don't run away from the mountains that come towards your way. Your actual fight, your actual weapon needed is to be yourself. Be able to stand in the alignment and the divinity of who you are, which that is your protective energy. Surround yourself with what it is that you know is best for you. And then bask in joy in that light. And that is how you are going to fly above. Fly above and stay in that fertile place that is necessary as a divine being. That is how we scale mountains. That's how we scale mountains. That's how we scale mountains. There's another message that is coming to you from Vortex. Success. And this is, if you seek financial well-being for yourself, you must praise it wherever you see it. If you would like more abundance for yourself, personally or for others you care about, You must not criticize those who are experiencing abundance. When you criticize or condemn or push against anything, you activate an opposing vibration to what you seek. Every time, no exception. I can praise abundance wherever I see it. You now see the light view, so that is what you can navigate to. You now see the light view, and that's what you can navigate to. What I'm getting from that message is that you no longer have to fight the old. You can just align with the new. If abundance is what you seek in love, in finances, in peace, and well-being, you can just align with the new. The portal is open for you to do that now. I'm also getting all my life I had to fight. A lot of you know where that comes from, where that quote comes from. I am getting all my life I had to fight. And what I'm getting is that now you know how to truly fight. You are turning inward. You are turning inward. When the fight comes to you, you go inward and you make sure you're good. You surround yourself with protective energy and you make sure you're good. And then you bask in joy and light. And you're recognizing that you have the advantage, and you've always had the advantage as a divine being. You've always had the ability to align to that in which you desire. And that those things that appear in your life as obstacles really aren't obstacles. They are to fear you into believing they're an obstacle. And the reason you know that as divine beings is because you are the people on this earth who have scaled many, many obstacles and many, many troubles to recreate your life. So you know that this is a life of constant elevation. And the goal here is learn how to do and live life, not fight against the fact that there are universal laws in place that are naturally going to happen. You're learning how to ride the wave of life for success, no longer fighting life and tearing yourselves apart mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. The golden mission. The golden mission here is union. Union within self, then union with others. Take care of you.